do anything with this other than to record your thoughts. So you walk the shade lines when you walk home.
Absolutely. So I walk down Via Gallia in the afternoon. It's usually 6:30 or 7. And if the can't catch the bus that you don't know, it's a crapshoot whether or not the air conditioning's on or not. If it's not on, it's really hot. And you're melting before you get home. But if I'm walking, I walk up the shade line on Via Gallia, because Via Gallia comes, the sun is darkly west on Via Gallia, and Via Gallia goes east and west, and so it's coming straight up the street. So I walk down into the shade and follow the shade line as far as I can and avoid the sunlight as far as I can until I cut over the street on the other side of Via Gallia, because there's no bus and it's all shade on the rest of the way home.
Where do you cross over?
Usually at the street after Robovicchio. I don't know the name of the crossroad.
Okay.
It's where the fish place is.
The fish place?
The fish place, the fish restaurant that we want to go to that
Oh,
we've never
right.
been.
The fish restaurant. Okay.
It's before you get to Mauricio. Before you get to Leon.
And
Ciao.
ciao.
Thank you. It was nice chatting.
Piacere.
Thank you for the
Grazie.
information. Yeah. Bye-bye.
So when you go to
I
the
cross
metro,
over.
and when you go to the metro in the morning, you have to.
We walk up the south side of Via Gallia
In the shade.
as much as we can. It's usually cooler. And during the summer, we wait for the 671 at the first bus stop. And we're hoping to God, we cross our fingers, that the air conditioning is working in the bus.
And if it is, the best place to stand is in that handicap spot
right,
in the middle,
right
by the
right underneath a vent.
conditioning vents.
And I put my head up there and go, ah.
And then when you get down to the metro, you stand in the opening.
In the opening because it gets the wind from both sides.
Right.
And the escalator's coming down. There's more of a breeze. And you look at the train sign. If the train is coming in one momento, then you start walking towards each end because you have to get on the end of a train because the middle of the train is more crowded and it smells. It's cooler on each end.
Do you get on the back end of the train sometimes?
I get on the back end of the train and the front end of the train.
Do you have to run to get to the back or the front?
No. And if it's really crowded when you get down into the tunnel, you know that the train's going to be crowded because it hasn't shown up in a while. And I'll walk to the end, and more times than not, it's too crowded to get on, and I wait for the next one because it comes in a minute. One momento. And the next time it comes, Mamuto.
Una minuti. Minuti. Minuti.
And when the next train comes, it's totally empty. And that's better. It's cooler. And then I check my email on the way to work.
And what happens when you get off the train at Cinecittà?
Oh,
It's not hot?
it's not so bad. I walk up the stairs. I walk down the street. I stay in the shade line. And I avoid the protesters at Cinecittà movie theater because they want me to sign something and I don't speak Italiano. As soon as I turn the corner, however, it's not so good. When I turn the corner, they go
The sun's blaring down the
up
street,
east,
isn't
the
it?
sun is blaring down the street. I have about a 75-meter walk until I can cross the street. To get it back in the shade, I walk up the sidewalk, I put my badge in, I open the prison gate, I go into the parking lot, I walk into the office, and I turn the air conditioning on really high. And I stand next to it for 3 minutes. I cool down. I'm there before anybody's there. I walk into our work environment, I turn the lights on, I turn their air conditioning on, I go to the baño, I check my hair, I look okay, I wash my face, I clean my glasses, I take a deep breath, and I go back to work. That's what I do.